You remember in Not Like Us where Kendrick was like, Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified. Wow, 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 wow. Well, anyway, Baka did a sit down interview and he responds to Kendrick Lamar. And it also says America. What's that about? He's gonna respond to the country as a whole, say he's sick of us. That's cool though. You gonna check it out. Y'all know how we do it. We get right into it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and let's roll with
Now,
it.
as I mentioned, Baka Not Nice linked up with Hot Freestyles and the homie Duke to do an interview, and he spoke about a whole bunch of different things, including his life growing up in Montreal originally, and his musical process and a few different things. It's a 16-minute interview, not super long. But before the end of the interview, they did get to the shits talking about the Not Like Us and Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? So let's go over this video here. And on the other side, I'll give my response to what I think about this.
All the noise that people were saying, right? People were just talking about stuff that they don't even know about, saying, oh, Ray, this, whatever.
Yeah.
How did you keep your composure and stay calm?
Yo, to be honest with you, man, at first, my first initial thing was to respond and respond quickly, very efficiently, and very to the point,
very directly.
Yeah, and but like it started brewing in me because where I come from, like that shit doesn't happen. Like you can't just call out a man and not have paperwork to back up your talks. Like that is ludicrous. And then like to see like a whole nation.
Now, this a rap battle, bro, first of all. But second of all, I can't take him serious with that Canadian accent. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know you can't judge a book by the cover, but damn, that Canadian accent just snatch all the goon, all the fear. There is no fear with a nigga talking like that, trying to threaten you. But let's keep rolling.
Behind it and celebrating it like it's a true story is unbelievable, because everybody has to understand, like I have a kid, Drake has a kid, you know what I mean? So like making accusations like that are like ridiculous and it is out of this world, you know what I'm saying?
So in regards to the allegations that he's talking about in the song Not Like Us, Kendrick,
first of all, Drake shot first. Drake said, your baby ain't your baby. That's Dave Free. He drugged the babies into this. He brought the babies in first. He brought the baby mama in. He brought the manager. How you think his kid feel hearing that? I mean, you did it first, bro. You did it first.
Lamar says the line, Baka got a weird case, why is he around?
And Baka got a weird case, why is he around?
And that stems from a case from back in 2014 where the courts say that Baka Not Nice had forced a 22-year-old woman into prostitution. So for 10 years later, for this to come back up, and Kendrick Lamar kind of positioned it in a way where he was talking to minors or he had put a minor in a situation. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of human trafficking. I'm not here to excuse that. But the way that he had positioned the song, Not Like Us, also pairing him with Drake, talking about it as if they were, dealing with underage people, that's a little bit crossing the line. So I could understand what Baka is talking about when he's talking about paperwork. Don't get me wrong, once again, I'm not here to excuse any type of charges like that when it comes to these things. But when it comes to, allegations that are not true, kind of positioning in a way where he's dealing with people that are not in the age line, no matter how heinous the crimes may be, that's where we get into a little bit of a slippery slope.
Now, pimping is pimping. The shit fella, he didn't say that Baka was messing with pedo, was a pedo. He didn't say that. It just happened to be the line before the other line, and everybody tied together. But hey, if you didn't do it, nigga, laugh that shit off. But, birds of a feather flock together. You ain't hung out with Drake all this time, and Drake around here hitting the teeny boppers, and you ain't got none. Hard to believe that, bro. But let's get back to it.
But like, what I was gonna tell you is this: like, I was building up a lot of anger and stuff like that, but then I got a call, and I don't know why I got this call. It's like God said something to him or something. But the boy, sorry, it might not have been a call. It might have been a text message, but he messaged me, and he's like, "Yo, I know what you're feeling. I know you as an individual, and I know how you get down. But I'm just letting you know, like, don't listen to the noise, because it's noise. And
Noise.
if you go back and look at all these people that are saying things or having anything to say, they're not even actual real people. They're like bots.
Exactly.
So like, don't let that shit bother you, bro.
Facts.
Like, and you know what? Like, I mean, it's not a good thing, but they're calling your name. You know what I'm saying? And at the
That's
end
a
of the
fact.
day, you know, like, they're gonna get over this crap because
Yeah.
they're gonna realize there's this crap, and then they're gonna go do their own research.
Mhm.
And when you do your own research, you're gonna be like, wow, this guy made up a whole story about something that isn't even true, and it makes you look weird to me. I don't know.
It does.
So I pulled up an article courtesy of Complex, and it says here, when it comes to the things that BAKA is talking about, and the way that Kendrick Lamar has positioned it. In 2014, BAKA Not Nice was arrested for allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution. The following year, per the Toronto Sun, he pleaded guilty to assaulting the woman and failing to comply with the conditions for unrelated firearms charges. The procuring for prostitution and human trafficking charges against him were dropped because the woman refused to testify. So, in the end of the day, I can understand what BAKA Not Nice is talking about when it comes to paperwork and being specific when you're spitting out allegations like this in a diss song. It can get pretty sticky when you're, in a nationally publicized diss song. He did mention the bots and everything like that, which goes in accordance to the whole lawsuit or the deposition that Drake has against UMG that's going on right now that he's not backing down on. Okay. But let's continue this. He does mention America and a message that he does have for his American fan base. So let's get into the content.
What American fan base? Ain't nobody around here bumping BAKA Not Nice. Quit playing with me, boy. Swear to God on my mama.
But I want to say one thing to America, and y'all need to like get yourself together, because making accusations on people, serious accusations like that, you need to have paperwork. That is the rule, like number one rule that everybody goes by.
Mhm.
So don't switch up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nigga, you gay. That what we waited all the time for. Bro, shut the fuck up, man. Y'all ain't had no paperwork when y'all was roasting K-Dot. It's a rap battle. You don't need paperwork for a rap battle. This shit hurts so hard, though, because it's hitting home. This shit hurts so hard because it's hitting home. And just because old girl didn't testify don't mean that you didn't do it. They might have coerced the witness. They could have intimidated the witness, man. Y'all some real street niggas. That's what street niggas do. Allegedly. But, this nigga crazy. Let's get back. Let's finish this on out, man.
Listen, the man said himself, man. Can't add anything more to that. Well, you know what's
So you heard what he said. He said you can't be making accusations like that unless you have actual paperwork. We went over one article, and don't get me wrong, this is not the only article that has that exact information in it as far as the quote unquote victim not testifying and the charges from back in 2014. Now, as far as when, with the lines that was directed at Drake, certified lover boy, certified PDF and stuff like that. Obviously, there's no paperwork on that too. I know the Kendrick fans are going to jump in the comments right now, like, but what about that video from back in 2000 and whatever with the girl on the stage and stuff like that? And I understand. Yes, these are things that look super weird under the light. So I'm not even going to try to discredit you guys in the comments when it comes to that. But as far as an actual, real, substantial allegations, paperwork, stuff like that, that's something that's never happened.
See how quick and easily he dismissed that. Like, yeah, it's a video, yeah. I know it don't look too right, but it still ain't wrote down. Didn't nobody write it down or type it up nowhere. Man, get the fuck out of here. We love hip hop network. You must be Canadian too. I can kind of hear that accent in there. Too understanding for me, man. But I guess.
And on the other side too, there's never been a substantial police report or anything of DV, aka domestic. You know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be good for the YouTube right here, against Kendrick Lamar. So on both sides, there was just a lot of mudslinging when it comes to this whole "Not Like Us" song. As far as this interview here, I'm glad that BAKA Not Nice was able to finally speak on this after a whole year of this battle going down and the commentary that was going on both sides. But I will just say this, being a podcaster and a content creator, he should have pulled up to We Love Hip Hop. The views on the interview are looking a little bit hurting right now. Where if you had pulled up to We Love Hip Hop, you probably would have got quadruple, maybe 10 times the views. Okay, that's all I got to say as far as me personally. But
I got to call Cap because I'm watching this video right now. It only got 400 views. So, that was a shameless plug. I'm really about sick of you. I'm going to give you one more chance, bro.
it's not about me. Okay. Big salute to BAKA Not Nice. Big salute to Duke for pulling that interview right there. Big salute to Smiley, who was in the background as well. And, let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. Let me know what y'all think. Leave me a comment, man. You think this nigga full of doo-doo? I'm trying to be nice for the YouTubes. I'm trying to get monetized one day. Y'all think he full of dookie? Or is he really on... man, these are the most tenderest... I'm talking about, I just don't understand how you draw first blood and then once you get jugged back, now y'all those tenderest niggas, man, he's wrong. Y'all done put this jacket on this man being a woman beater, being a stepdaddy. What y'all think about it? Leave me a comment down below. If you made it this far and you ain't hit the like button, man, I don't even know if I got no love for you, man. Hit that like button. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.